U.S. Coast Guard is warning boaters on the Suncoast that the new pass channel is dangerous.
This week, the Coast Guard will remove navigational markers that they say are no longer accurate because of shoaling. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is joining us live from New Pass to explain why these signs are coming down. Jess.
Good evening, Haley and Scott. New Pass is one of 3 channels that leads into Sarasota Bay. As you can see behind me, it splits Lido and Longboat Keys, and it runs right next to Moat Marine. Now, while the U.S. Coast Guard isn't shutting down New Pass completely, it's warning boaters that they can't guarantee their safety. Captain Johnny Walker charters the Sarasota waters nearly every day.
You know, I've been guiding here for 45 years almost, and in those 45 years, this pass has been dredged 6 times that I know of.
The most recent was last year, but the New Pass channel is becoming nearly impossible to keep up with.
The Gulf Stream brings the water from the north to the south and essentially shifts all the sand that they dredged, because what they did is dredge straight out, and it shifted all that sand that just blocks the entire passway.
After the U.S. Coast Guard finished dredging just 9 months ago, Walker says the channel shifted almost immediately. Then the shoaling was intensified by 2016's hurricane season.
These channels, if left alone, will create their own channel. The problem is the Coast Guard doesn't want to mark it anymore because it moves so much.
Once the markers come down, boats will be able to move through the New Pass channel at their own risk. Walker says that won't be a problem for most smaller boats with operators who are familiar with the waterways. It's the out-of-towners who will struggle.
So you're going to have local knowledge, and you're going to have to know how to read the water. When the water's clear, there's no problem. You can see the difference. But when it's rough and the water's riled up, it's hard to see where that channel is.
And the well-traveled New Pass channel may lose some traffic.
I think a lot more people would be wary to try it just because there aren't any channel markers there anymore. A lot of people see channel markers and they think that that means safe water.
Leaving not very many viable alternatives. The Big Pass also isn't marked. The Venice Inlet 15 miles south and Longboat Pass will be the closest viable options for deep draft boats and those unfamiliar with the waterways. The signs are likely to come down on Wednesday, weather dependent. Now, the Coast Guard also plans to put up warning signs to alert dangerous shoals to the boaters. Live at the New Pass channel, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.